Are you someone who genuinely cares about people? You consider yourself to be pretty sensitive, empathetic? Well, there's something that you'll want to know. There are people who will seek to use those very characteristics against you. But these characteristics are not, they're not a weakness. They're actually great power when used with discernment or when you exercise discernment. Today, I'm going to talk to you about how to recognize people who play the victim to avoid accountability. Playing the victim is shifting the focus away from the concern at hand and changing the focus to the other person's pain. What this looks like is you bring up something they did and they shift the focus to their struggles of the day or being under a lot of stress. It's not that their pain isn't real, it's that they are using that pain to deflect from the question at hand or the the situation at hand. And the reason this works is because as a person who really cares about others, who wants other people to be happy, often will come in with an issue and then that person will talk about their problems and then we completely shift the focus to their problems and we end up consoling them and our issues don't get addressed. I know that you want to give the benefit of the doubt, but oftentimes what happens is you bring up an issue, then they deflect and talk about their own issues, then you leave the scenario feeling as if your problems and concerns went unaddressed. I'm going to share 5 signs that someone is using playing the victim to escape accountability. Number 1, they never stick with the original issue. Again, this looks like a person who is talking about, or we are talking about our own issue, and then the person deflects to their own pain or issues, their own feelings and struggles. Number 2, you feel guilty about bringing things up. During the course of the conversation, at some point, you are noticing that you feel like you've done something wrong or like you've hurt this person or caused them some type of pain. Number 3, they escalate easily. So this can look like they start to cry or they start to show some other type of emotion. They start to shut down. And what's happening here is at the point that a person would normally start to accept or address whatever it is that they've done or maybe even apologize, they instead start to have a strong emotion. And this is a form of deflection. Number 4, you end up comforting them. So again, this person has now deflected a situation to their needs being addressed instead of yours. Number 5, nothing actually changes. So this is where we are watching patterns again. We want to notice when a person is repeating a particular strategy and if they're always avoiding accountability. And this can start to have an impact on you. You start to feel like, like you're questioning yourself, or you start to minimize your own needs. You feel like avoiding bringing things up at all. And then the long term considerations are you start to build resentment towards this person. You may experience emotional exhaustion and just have, a loss of trust in yourself. And then in the end, you stop, advocating for yourself. You start to feel like, why would I even address it? Because it's kind of unsafe to express my feelings. So here are 3 simple steps to redirect conversations when they start to go offline. Number 1, stay anchored in the original issue. What you can do is address that this person has brought something up of concern and agree to address it in a separate conversation or at the end of this conversation, but redirect it back to your original concern. Number 2, don't rush to regulate them. So you really want to allow people space to regulate themselves. And this can be difficult or something to just be really mindful of as a sensitive person. We oftentimes want to correct things for people, help them feel better. And as a result, our needs go unaddressed and they go unmet. So I want you to know that you're not alone. Your empathy is not the problem. What protects your empathy is your discernment. I want to thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel and like this video, and that allows me to keep more content coming.